Hello guys, and welcome back to Epic Mentorship. In today's video I want to share with you, if you are a teacher, you teach in the classroom, I have a very fun way of attracting your students and keeping them intact and making learning fun for you. And this is a website that is basically designed by teachers for teachers. So you will find a lot of fun activities and fun features that you can share with your students. So to get to this very simple website, all you need to do is to come all the way straight to classroomscreen.com. When you come all the way to classroomscreen.com, you'll be able to launch this website, Classroom Management Made Easy. So there are lots of things that you can learn. You see over here they say support your class activities, stimulate engagement, and help your students get to work by using the intuitive tools of Classroom Screen. So we can start, or we can sign up for free. You can just launch now and see the features and what you stand to gain. So by launching, there are a bunch of things you can see. Down here to the top left, you will see the home icon. Once you click on it, it will show you the my screen, where you have all the screens that you have. You can have a bunch of different kind of screens. You can have the first one, you can add a screen, you can add poll, you can add a group maker and things like that. You can upgrade if you want, but the free version is fantastic. I think you should still stick to the free version. So let's continue with this my screen. So down here, the first thing that you will see is the background. Okay, once you click on it, you have the option to change from photos, from local backgrounds, from different kind of animations, and you have the option to add local backgrounds on your own. You can upload backgrounds into this to replicate or to showcase the type of course you are teaching or the type of subject you are teaching in the classroom. But for now, you can add any background of your choice and it will just reflect on the screen just like that. You can bring in different kind of backgrounds. Down to the right, you will see the calendar option. I will come to the right, then start showing some features, then we move down to the left. There's a calendar feature that once you click, it will show you the date, where it's 2nd October 2021. You can easily see that. You can minimize this and you can keep it somewhere, so your classroom screen will have a date on it that everyone can see, and you can put a clock to it also. Okay, so you can see the time, or you can minimize this also to make it a little bit smaller, and then you can put it by the side and everyone can see it as a date. Then we have a stopwatch. In cases when you have to give the students some assignment, you can easily use the stopwatch to keep record or keep track of their activities. You can put multiple stopwatches for maybe different kind of groups. Once you want to start, you can just hit on start and it will start counting. Once the time reaches, for example, we are counting to 5 seconds, you just lap and you can pause to see what happened. So this is the first time that something happened. Maybe you can start, maybe when it gets to 15 seconds, you lap, you take a record of this, you pause, or you can clear everything if you want to start afresh. So you can minimize this and use it for your classroom in cases when you have something to time for your students. You can close it, or you can click here again to add more, or you can always close it. You can come over and check this gear icon on all the items that you have added. You can check the gear icon and you can format it. You can change the coloration on, you can customize the color to any color of your choice. Okay, so assuming you want this color or this color, you can change it, or even this one also. Once you come to the gear icon, you can customize the coloration to any color, to any brand of your choice. The same thing goes to the calendar. You can do the same branding. You can change it to any color of your choice if you want. So if you are done with it, you can close. But then the next thing is you can add a timer. You can click into bringing a timer. This timer can help you to time your student, just like the stopwatch. You can put in the timing that you want. You can reduce and you can add. Maybe you want this to, you can reduce also, or you come over here and say you want this to reach you count to 5 seconds, and once it counts to 5 seconds, it will make this sound, so you can just listen to it. For example, you want to give an exercise to the students, but you want it to take up to 5 seconds. So let's see. Okay, so once it reaches that, it makes that sound. If you want to change the sound, you can click on this music icon and you can change to different sound. I think I prefer this, so you can leave it on this, and once you tested it and it gets to the time, it will make that sound. Very easy. So this is how to put in the stopwatch in the time in the classroom. You can keep it somewhere, and if you want to use it at any time, you can bring it and use it. So then next we have the traffic light. Traffic light is very interesting, especially for exercises. You can put in the green light to show that maybe you've subdivided the time into 3 minutes. At 1 minute you bring the green light, at 2 minutes you bring the yellow light. So after one spends 3 minutes, it can get to the red light, and one has only maybe 2 to 3 seconds to round up the assignment or the quiz or anything. So this is the traffic light. And then so down here we have the work symbol. This one you can use it to send signals to your student, so you can make it bigger. These are messages to the students. Okay, let's try to close some so that we can free up the space. So you can use the work symbol to signify some actions to the student. So at this point you can tell them silence. Okay, you want to tell them whisper, you're free to whisper to your friend, or you want to tell them to ask your neighbor a question. Okay, maybe you are doing a quiz and you put this, and that means ask your neighbor the answer. And then there is this one to work together. It's a sign that you should work together. So this is very, very interesting, and it's fun to have it in the classroom. So you can increase or decrease the size, or you can customize the coloration as well to your liking. If you like, you can customize it until it looks perfect for you. And then over here you have the text. So the text, you can use it to write anything. For example, you can say, "Welcome to the algebra class. Please stay silent." So you can move it around to any point to keep it in the class. Okay, you can move it around, you can play with the text, you can come over here, you can centralize your text, you can increase it, you can bold it, you can change coloration and all that. Okay, you can change coloration and do so many things. Even the font style, you can change it to something else. So this is one of the most interesting part of this. You can also customize the background and change the color to something like this or something like this, depending on your liking. And once you are done, it will appear at the top of the class. "Welcome to the algebra class. Please stay silent." So next you have the draw icon. You can draw anything according to your liking. You can choose any type of pen from here. The thickness, you can go with small or medium or large thickness, and you can draw anything to your liking. For illustration, you can draw anything to showcase anything, any assignment, any data you can showcase, and you can undo easily. You can redo. You can use the eraser to clean, and you can change the coloration of the pen. You can use red. You can delete everything directly, or you can undo. You can zoom in to fit the whole screen of the class while you explain your concept. It will fill up the whole screen. And you can check other features here, like you can put in, you can draw using different kind of, this is the background patterns. You have different background patterns that you can bring in. You can put in this one, and maybe you want to do some mathematics, you can put in these grid lines, and you can put this one as well. It will help you to do your mathematics, or to do your illustrations very easily. And you can put this, okay, to represent maybe given timing or something. You can use it to illustrate, or you can put in some music sign. Okay, so you can put background locally. You can import your background also to this very draw icon, and you can enable deleting pictures. You can bring in background color, different color, like we have explained. You can put in different color if you want, but I think I prefer the background pattern, and I prefer this math notebook sign. It looks kind of cool, and you can always use it. Next, you have the QR code. In cases when you have the student you want the student to visit a website and you don't want them to go on typing the website, they can easily scan, or you can put it as a sign. You can put in your Google form for their attendance. You can easily scan this as they come in for their attendance. You can just keep it by the side. You say scan me, and maybe you put in the address or the Google form address that they can click in to get to this place, and then fill in their data as their attendance. Okay, so you just paste in the web address over here. Okay, so for example, you want them to visit this website. Once they scan, they will visit to this website directly. No need to prepare the QR code outside and then bring it in. So this is a very interesting feature. This is a very interesting website to learn about this whole classroom of a theme. So classroom screen, so your screen can be lively, your students can be much more lively, learning can be very much easier when you adopt these features, these small features. So you can bring in videos, or you can bring in media directly. You can bring in an image and you showcase it to them. You can drag and drop from a cloud and it will upload it directly. For example, you can drag and drop, or you can copy this and it will be there. You can put it anywhere by the side. Okay, you can tilt it, you can put it to any size. You can undo the rotation, and you can close this. You can always bring in different media. You can open your webcam, you can embed a particular media to a code. You can bring in YouTube video directly, and it will play as you are explaining the whole thing. Or you want to bring in a YouTube, you just put in the URL and it will bring up that video and it will play it for you there and then in the class. And once you can keep it by the side and it will be playing for you. Or you want the student to listen to it, it will play for you also, and you can zoom it out to make it full screen. You can always go back and then select another feature. So down here we have the sound level. You may want to control the noise in the class, and you can use this to increase the sensitivity and maximum noise that you want in the classroom, because you can enable this sound if it reaches or it goes above a particular noise level to make some sound. Like now you see it has, when I speak very loudly, it has overcome this sensitivity, and if I enable this, it will make the sound. It will alert you that there is noise in the classroom. Next, we have a dice that you can use to play, to have fun in the classroom. You can have 1, you can have 2, and you can have 3. The students can use this to play very easily and very nicely. Next, down here you have the random name selector. If you have maybe 3 given students that want to participate, we don't know who wants to go first, you can do the name selector. For example, you just click, you put Musa. For example, you wanted to choose one name, and it will just put, so it chooses Aminu. Okay, so Aminu goes first, so we choose Aminu. You just choose again, you choose Musa. So anyone you want, you can always come back. So that's the main purpose. You can put as many names as you want, and it will choose only one. So these are some of the features that you will have on this very website. Very interesting for your students, and to keep your screen very busy and to learn very interestingly, to make learning fun. And down here you have the option to turn on full screen mode, or and you can save a particular screen based on your selection. But to save a screen, you have to be a pro user. And then lastly, you have the gear control, which you can bring in, take a shot. You can download this image as a PNG. Okay, you can bring in, you can change the background, you can bring in local background. Like we have said, you can change the picture, you can bring in animated background, and even bring in different colors. This is just a very quick overview of the classroom screen for teachers. If you want to keep your screen alive, you want to keep your class easy and fun, this is the website for you. So thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in my next video. Bye.